Hello! Right, we're back again for another test. Today we've got another super hot, another one from John and another bit of a wacky cross. This one John has nicknamed the Brainfunk. So yeah, this is a Borg 9 crossed with a Brainstrain 7 pot. So yeah, it's a pretty gnarly looking pod. It's really quite bumpy and it's just got an evil look about it. Nice little stinger tail hanging out from the bottom of it, and yeah, all round it's looking like it's going to be a pretty hot one. It's not 100% completely red on the end, but it's still a pretty ripe pod, and to be honest, sometimes they can actually be hotter when they're like this and when they've kind of been left on the plant a little bit too long, and yeah, overripe pods you start to lose the heat. So yeah, this is well, optimum timing for testing it, so it should be a bit of a hot one. Just have a quick look inside of it. Again, not going to be taking any seeds. Not much smell off the top. Oh wow, pretty intense smell off the knife. Just sent a shudder right down through me because it kind of gave me a taste of what's to come. Yeah, it's quite kind of fruity, you know, typical red super hot smell. Seeds, plenty of seeds in there, a few little black ones at the bottom. So there we go, that's what we've got inside. And yeah, there is some oil on the walls of the pod. I'm not sure if there's quite as much oil as there was on the 7 and 9 I tested the other day, but don't know, we'll see. It's got that similar kind of feel about it, but then they've both got the Borg 9 in, so I'm guessing it's going to be a pretty hot one. So this is the Brainfunk Borg 9 crossed with Brainstrain. Cheers. Well, initially I thought that went down fairly easy, but then a couple of seconds later, right from down here, an explosion of heat coming into the throat, and already rapidly working its way up from the throat into the back of the mouth, and also now building on the tongue and at the front of the mouth. So pretty much an all-round instant brutal heat coming through. The flavour was it was quite pleasant, pretty fruity, not quite so fruity as the 7 and 9 I had the other day, I don't think. Touch of sweetness in there, but again without being overly sweet. I think the 7 and 9 possibly takes it a little bit on flavour, but oh wow, the heat on this one is it's got a real build on it. But at the moment, touch wood, no hiccups and quite manageable. But I shouldn't speak too soon because they could be coming at any second. I think I am at the point in the season where the tolerance really does start to increase for me, and being that I've tested another couple of supers in the last 2 or 3 days, it's probably helped to kind of keep my cool on this one a little bit. But I reckon under normal circumstances, if I hadn't had anything super hot to eat for a few days or a week, this would be absolutely killing me. It's now actually really pounding on the tongue. The tongue is almost like throbbing and just kind of spreading all around, including right down to kind of my chest at the moment, and no doubt heading for the stomach. But yeah, a pretty awesome pod. Like I said, I'm struggling to put a judgment on the heat. I'm wondering whether I just tolerance is up a bit, or whether it's actually not quite as hot as I thought it was going to be. I don't know, maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe another 2 or 3 days ripening would have made a bit of a difference, maybe not, I don't know. It's all a bit of guesswork when it comes to chilies, to be honest, and they can be so variable from one pot to the next, from one day to the next for me. Oh, a wasp just landed right on the camera then. I'm sure you got a nice view of that. Just been having a little bit of a sort out in the greenhouse actually. Just got a couple of the plants up a little bit because they were down low, and I like to keep them up to give them a bit more light. And yeah, I had a bit of a tidy out and a clean up in here, and it's all looking pretty good, as you probably saw from my plant update the other day. Yeah, I don't think the heat's getting any worse. It's really powerful in the mouth. It's calmed down in the throat, to be honest, but on the mouth it's still pounding on the tongue. It's now spreading into the gums a bit, so my gums are throbbing. It feels like some of my teeth are trying to be pushed out. Really odd sensation. And but yeah, it's quite bearable, you know. It's pretty bloody hot, but with my tolerance as it is today, I'm guessing it's going to be all right. So yeah, not much more to report really on that one. I thought it was going to kill me more than it did. Haven't even really got much in the way of tears in my eyes or anything. So yeah, I seem to get away with that one okay. I'll report back to John and see what he feels like heat-wise, but my feeling is not quite as hot as some of the others, and yeah, there's certainly a couple more decent ones to come, so we'll see what happens with them. So yeah, awesome. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Cheers.